In weather of minus 50 degrees, a German soldier was locked in an open-air dungeon by a Soviet officer. He spent 3 days and 3 nights in the freezing rain. Fortunately, the man survived through sheer willpower. But when he returned to his cell, the man was met with the fierce glares of his fellow prisoners. Jack's escape attempt had angered the Soviet officer, and all of them were punished with 3 days without food. The starving prisoners could only vent all their anger on him. This was the coldest prison in the world. To quickly restore the economy, the Soviet Union had transferred large numbers of war criminals here. Strangely, there were no walls or guards around this prison, but they weren't worried about prisoners escaping at all. The surrounding 10,000 kilometers were desolate, extremely cold wilderness. Trying to escape from this prison was tantamount to suicide. To survive, the prisoners had to mine for 18 hours every day. Within just a few months, these German soldiers had become like walking corpses, completely at others' mercy. Jack, however, was an exception. His wife was waiting for him desperately at home, 15,000 kilometers away. Jack swore he would escape from here. Until this night, he finally found a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Under cover of darkness, Jack climbed onto a minecart. Just when he thought he could successfully escape, the speeding minecart was suddenly blocked by a wooden stick. Soon, a soldier discovered Jack. Hearing the gunshots, the Soviet officer smiled, as if all this was within his expectations. Jack survived the officer's 3 days and 3 nights of torture, but he couldn't survive the beating from his fellow prisoners. On the verge of death, Jack begged the doctor to cure him because he still needed to go home and reunite with his wife. But the doctor told him he could never go back. Mining without protective measures would cause everyone to develop serious illnesses, so no one could leave here alive.
Ich muss nach Hause.
Seeing Jack's determination, the doctor confessed everything to him. He had once been a German prisoner of war himself. The doctor had long planned to escape, but several months ago he discovered he had cancer, so he gave up on the idea of escaping. However, he had already prepared all the necessary supplies in advance. This gave Jack renewed hope for survival. The doctor gave all the supplies and a pistol to Jack. He only asked that Jack visit his wife after returning home. So, carrying the doctor's wishes, Jack began his 10,000-kilometer escape journey.